In the beginning of this Naraka Bladepoint session, I was level 1. I first played like the demo, the tutorial or something like that, like a year, 2 years ago, but I had never fought against real people. But I have basically completely upgraded my system in every aspect from that point, and I was like, you know what, let me give this another try, because I couldn't really run it that well when I played it at first. Well, I could run it, but I didn't want to play at like low settings because I was prideful, I suppose. But first match, I think there's only trios. I don't think there's quads, but I found this dude right here, MGM, and we well, very first match I got completely obliterated, so I kind of deleted it from my memory. Second match, it was like trios and this dude MGM and a third person. We ended up winning, and MGM invited both of us, so we partied up, but the third dude wasn't readying up, so he kicked him and we just ran some duos instead. And so I didn't realize that we were playing the same character because I didn't know the depth of the customization. But then he goes off while I'm like looting and stuff like that. And I'm like, just kind of sitting here chilling. And then I start to hear the clattering of weapons and swords and fighting. And I'm still here confused because this is match number 2 for me, match number 3 total. So I get up, hit the parkour, rolling and flipping and dipping and grappling hook. You're like, dive through the window and slice. Come up here, steal his kill real quick. Sorry about that, my boy. But I had to get it real quick. And then I'm like, all right, cool. Let me go loot again. But there's people under the bridge here fighting already. You can see my camera sensitivity is mad low. For like first person shooters and stuff. For first person shooters and stuff like that, I have my controller sensitivity super high. But third person games like this, I usually have it pretty low. We found ourselves in another squabble over here. I'm basically just targeting whoever has the lowest health. But then I got knocked away. My shields are gone. So I was like, let me dip real quick. Vault over that, jump off the rock, come back with the grappling hook, step on her neck real quick in midair. She teleported behind me with the nunchucks. And so I stepped back a little bit. My teammate came up. I mistimed the blue stuff, so then we clanked. But I'm just kind of mashing right now. I got stuck in midair, parried her blue stuff, and then hit her with the vert slices real quick. So I'm healing up, getting my shields and health up. MGM covering me with the Draco, you feel me? And he's just standing there now, but I just, teleported over to him. I don't think he expected that to happen for real. But slice. So 10 kills so far. My looting mentality is basically just like hit buttons on everything until nothing happens, and then I'm probably all right. Toward the end of it, I started being like, oh, I can get better versions of the weapons that I already have. Make sure I have armor, make sure I have health. But at this point, I'm like, nah, I'm just going in. He dodged my grappling hook at the last second. I got to pay attention to that. I got to make sure I do it. But he parried way too soon. So then noticing that he's real evasive, I just waited and then sliced him on the recoil. I did not mean to grapple in like that. And I tried to dodge out. And I was like, let me just ult. Let me just ult. Just see how this happens. And then teammate ults too. So we get the double stun, basically. I don't know if it resets the stun bar. It looks like it did. So that might be busted in duos. I don't know. This dude is hanging up here. No mercy. I know he was stuck, but no mercy. Yeah, the point in which I realized we were playing the same characters when we both had the same ult. And I was like, oh, his hair is different. We're clanking. I'm desperately trying to stay on this dude's case. Try to get him sliced up. MGM is respecting the duel, and he's like, nah, you're f***ing up. So he did it. Grapple in, step on this dude's neck real quick. Teleport over. Yeah. She rolls away behind me. MGM's like, bro, you keep missing these kills. We just gotta get this shit moving. Armor recovery a little bit. Yeah. Also making sure that I have stuff to repair my weapon. So armor, health, and flintstones to sharpen the situation. I've realized that I like katana and dual blades. Accidental grappling hook because I didn't know how to use the Draco, the gun. So every time I end up in a situation that I don't need to be in, I just ulti and then slice up everybody. That's number 1, number 2, and a 3-piece tender combo. You feel me? I see Draco over here. It's getting confusing now, but still hits 2 kills as per the usual. Throw that gun away. We ended up winning that match. I got a shit ton of customization stuff after that. Then I was like, okay, I have one more daily challenge. It's play one bloodbath. I don't know how the game works, but I'll do it anyway. But then it disconnected me because I think it timed out because I didn't have any of the resources. Like you saw there for a second, nothing was loaded in. But then when I came back, it was all cool. So I was like, all right, cool. You know, bloodbath, a nice little free-for-all joint. Let me just see what's going on here. You can see the dual blades, got the like sea prism stone and shit like that. But I started getting comboed like it was Marvel. So I was like, all right, hold up. Yeah. And then heavy attack right quick with another blue stuff. I don't know what I'm really talking about in this game. I just be mashing for real, but it's something. This guy here, I remember him. He bamboozles me. He slides out the doorway. I'm like, okay, let me go out, get him. He comes back in, runs up the wall, across the roof, into the next room, and then he's on the beams. And I'm trying to follow him, but since I was, you know how I said my sensitivity is real low before, right? Because it's not a first-person shooter. Sensitivity is real low. I'm out here trying to chase him, and he just gets away. I'm like, you know what? Forget it. She comes in here, tries to do what I do. Like, oh, there's a fight. Let me ultimate, but she gets sliced up instead because it's not how it works on anybody but me. And then I thought about it for a second. I was like, I should probably not do that anymore if I can just get sliced up. I know he's chasing me, so I charge up for a second, get him. He's on fire, I think. I don't really know what was up with that, so I kind of stayed away from him for a second. But I decided, nah, he ain't getting away. I need to stay here, get this kill real quick, cement myself as a quadra killer. And then I got stuck on the beams. I'm not here camping. I literally just don't know how to get down. But then I remembered left stick. And then when you drop from something you can climb on, you can hit the, yeah. I remembered that from the tutorial. I just did it accidentally. I didn't really remember, but it's okay. So then we get third party, decide to let them fight a little bit. But then I got kind of parried by default or something. Like I couldn't really tell. So I parried him, sliced her down, and then just decided to end both of their lives. Yeah, I don't know if his parry just lasts that long and that's why I got knocked back or what, but I ended up dying, you know, once or twice. But we jump up here, mid-air stall with the vert slices, get her out the air. I got Sun Wukong'd, but it's okay. Got stunned a little bit. Took my anger out on that one because she started pulling up on me. Get my revenge on Sun Wukong with a grappling hook. Yeah, jump off his neck. And then Nunchuck Man tries to get away. I'm like, nah, I know where you're going. I grappled to the wall that he was going to, horizontal slice him out the air, and then quick draw. Ain't never seen nobody like this. Get my second or third bounty target assignment, and I'm pretty sure this is the last one of the game. Now this part confused me because I was like, okay, bounty target. Doesn't seem to be a lot of people right now, and I see bounty players 3 out of 3. So he does some purple stuff, so I back up. I don't know what that means. I get sliced. I ultimate. I remember that girl just got sliced when she tried to do it to me, so I just start jumping. He gets stunned. Quick draw. Yeah. Horizontal. Horizontal. And he's done. I'm like, okay, 2 out of 3. I see one player. I'm assuming this is now a 1v1. Like, it's just he and I, and then the game's going to be over. So I'm chasing him because I see rank 1 in the top left. I'm like, okay, so this must be, you know, this must be the end. But then I see a third guy up there. So then I'm like, maybe I should chase him. But then I hear that grappling hook to the left. I'm like, nah, let me stick with the original plan. I still don't know what I'm talking about, really. But he doesn't have a bounty assignment over his head, so he must be scared. That was my thought process, especially since he's running out into the perp smoke, into the lean vapors. But then I keep seeing these people get revived, but I'm like, maybe that's not what I think it is. I just need to focus on this guy, which was a mistake, because focusing on him instead of the system notifications is going to mess me up here. I mid-air stall over him. Take his shields about all the way out. But then this dude comes down. I kill him, but he threw my Viball off. So then he starts doing the blue stuff, I think, to parry at the complete wrong time. And I get knocked all the way back. My shields are low, but he's at half health. I'm like, all right, cool. It's all good. And then dude number 3 and 4 come down, but the game's over. And I almost lived on 2 inches of ice.